If you've ever experienced challenges in your relationships, whether you feel you are the issue or the other person is an issue, it often comes down to attachment styles. I know I've studied this in psychology and I studied it in my master's of therapeutic counseling. And it's hard to remember them all because it's kind of complicated. And I think people really specialize in attachment. But the whole idea is that how you were raised as a child and the parental style in which you were treated will invariably move on to your adult relationships, which is something we talk about a lot here at Seek Therapeutic Counseling. So I just made a quick note here. Attachment is a deep and enduring emotional bond that connects one person to another across time and space. Makes sense. And originally the theory of attachment was coined by John Bowlby, which would be, I think, in the 50s. And of course, it has since been explored extensively, and many scientific tests have been done to prove, yeah, there's definitely some connection between how you're treated as a child and how you move into adult relationships. I found this cool website, heartspringtherapy.ca, and they have this cool little table here which talks about attachment styles, how you're treated by your parents and how it can lead to your relationships as an adult. And I think any of us who have struggled in relationships and have had to do some therapeutic work can say, okay, yeah, some of this definitely does stem from our childhood. And it's nobody's fault per se. Perhaps parents were going through their own issues. And as we know, often negative relationship patterns are intergenerational and they go on for many years until that pattern's broken. And then of course there's also abusive relationships, parents to children, which can be very damaging. But first I just wanted to touch base quickly on the different attachment styles. So maybe it might be something you find interesting in your own adult life, or if you have kids, it may make you think about, who you are as a parent. So the attachment style, we'll start with secure, which might be the best one. The parental style is aligned with the child and in tune with the child's emotional needs. And usually the resulting adult characteristics, able to create meaningful relationships, empathetic, and able to set appropriate boundaries. Sounds like a good one. Attachment style, which is avoidant, the parental style was usually unavailable or rejecting, and the resulting adult characteristics have been shown to be avoids closeness or emotional connection, is distant, critical, rigid, intolerant. Yeah, it doesn't quite sound as good as secure, does it? The next one would be ambivalent. So the parental style would be inconsistent and sometimes intrusive parental communication. And subsequently, the adult characteristics are anxious and insecure, controlling, blaming, erratic, unpredictable, and sometimes charming. Disorganized attachment style, the parental style would be ignored or didn't see child's needs. Parental behavior was frightening and traumatizing, and the resulting adult characteristics are chaotic, insensitive, explosive, abusive, untrusting, even while craving security. That's a tougher one for sure. Attachment style, which is reactive, the subsequent parental style that created this attachment style, parent is extremely unattached or malfunctioning, and the resulting adult characteristics are cannot establish positive relationships, often misdiagnosed. So this is a really brief summary of attachment style and attachment theory. There are so many different forms of it. But I really wanted to revisit it because it's something that I always have trouble remembering, yet I feel is extremely important as you look at yourself as an adult and as you consider how you're going to parent your child or how you even treat any of the children in your life. If you want to be a securely attached individual, and you haven't had a parent that was securely attached, which, as we mentioned, aligned with the child and in tune with the child's emotions, you're definitely going to struggle having healthy relationships as an adult. So that's why I think studying this kind of theory is so incredibly important. And I definitely want to touch base more on it as we move through all these interesting explanations into life and our soul and our journey and what the psyche means as far as our journey here on this earth. Love and support to you on this journey. I hope you're all doing well, and we'll touch base again soon.